Welcome to another Gladura TV sessions, and we welcome back Portlights, who are friends of the show because you've played for us before. I've got David from Portlights. How are you?
How's it going? Not too bad.
Good, good, good. Welcome back. Now, you played for us a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
What have you been up to since then?
Since we played last time, I got invited to go down to Abbey Road Studios
Abbey
in
Road?
London, which was amazing.
Yeah.
It's massive there.
Who invited you down?
The BBC. I just got an invite. They were doing an introducing musicians masterclass down there. So they had DJs and musicians and things, and like business people from the industry there, doing workshops and talking to young musicians and giving them sort of tips on the skills that they might want to hone and the different approaches they might want to take if they want to make it as an artist in the music industry.
And did you gain a lot from that?
I did. I gained quite a few tips really, and a lot of things. Just hearing people who are working in the industry where they're saying, well, this is what we look for, and you know, if a band sends me something, I won't look at it unless maybe I know you first from a Twitter feed, or if I think your band's quite good, I'll go and look at your YouTube page. And that'll be one of the first things I do, to have a look at the demographics of who's actually watching your videos and that sort of thing. So it's interesting. This would be
like the A&R people, basically.
Yeah.
So it just shows you how important social networking can be.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of importance, but I think somebody said on the day that the second most important thing for bands in our position now is YouTube after Radio 1, which is quite impressive, really, because Radio 1's been a mainstay for so many years that YouTube's become so important so quickly. So it definitely inspired me to get busier in terms of our output on YouTube and try and make some more videos and things like that. And just not necessarily just music videos either.
So I've always thought A&R men were a bit lazy, and that kind of proves it, really, doesn't it? Anyway,
yeah.
So listen, you're going to do some songs for us tonight. What's the first one you're going to do?
It's a song called "Rolling and Tumbling," which is it's a blues classic. It's from a Muddy Waters track, which was originally from a Robert Johnson song. I think it was a couple of lines from one of Robert Johnson's songs, and thousands of people have recorded it over the years. It's a very sort of influential blues song, and I'm doing a slightly more modern version, but just our own arrangement, really.
If thousands of people have recorded it, why are you doing it?
It's just quite a nice song. I'd heard a couple of different people's versions of it, and Eric Clapton's famously done it, and I think Imogen Heap has done a version of it, which I really like that version. And I was twiddling around and it came up with a nice sounding arrangement of it. Thought we'd give it a go. So, just get Sam on the right instrument. He's fallen over. Right. I'm going to do the professional pretend thing, so this part won't be on the tape, I hope, and then they'll start after, sort of now. Hello, we're Portlights. Nice to meet you all for the first time. We're going to be playing you some acoustic songs this evening, which we've been invited down to do. So hopefully this will go all right. This is a song by Muddy Waters, and it's part of a Robert Johnson song. It's an old blues number. It's called "Rolling and Tumbling." Well, I rolled and I tumbled, cried the whole night long. Well, I rolled and I tumbled, cried the whole night long. When I woke up this morning, I didn't know right from wrong. If the river was a whiskey, now I was a diving duck. If the river was a whiskey, now I was a diving duck. Well, I dive right to the bottom and I swear I'll never come back up.
town. Well, I told my baby before I left town. Well, don't let nobody, baby, tear my barrel house down. Well, I roll and I tumble. Well, I roll and I tumble. Well, I roll and I tumble and I cried the whole night long.
Thank you very much.
Tonight you're playing an acoustic set.
Yeah.
How do you approach that to a normal electronic set? How do you
Well,
approach it?
we usually rehearse with all drums and amps and things, so we've got everything rehearsed to an electric set frame of mind. So when we've come to do these songs, we've had to sort of reappropriate our songs and figure out just not massive changes, but some parts where we'd break down into, say, like I don't know, a very heavy drum section, or if we break down into a solo guitar part, you'd think, well, we'll need to do something different here on the rhythm side to make up for the lack of overdrive pedals and the sheer volume that you've got when you're playing electronically. So it's a challenge, but it's quite fun, really.
Just looking at the drum kit, you mentioned drums. There's no drum. There's a kick drum. There's no snare or toms or anything.
Our drummer's been quite creative. I was asking him to buy a cajon, which is the drum that you sit on, but the music shop had run out of those. So he's decided to set up his kick drum, and he's using brushes on the kick drum instead of a shaker and on the ride cymbal. This is pretty cool. We're going to do one of our own songs. This is quite new, and it's one we've written for our album, which I'll go on about more in the next song. This is called Oh Bride.
It seems we're blessed to be company by the feel of things for a while. All is well, but I need to heal this discomfort. The lover, I can't touch you. And lover, I can't comfort you. You hide it so well. It's the strangest thought to quell. And I love you so much it hurts to breathe. And my heart won't ever be still. If the words I sing could be comforting, I go on and on and on. On and on and on. It seems we're blessed to be company by the feel of things for a while. If all is well, but I need to heal this discomforting unbalance in myself. The lover, I can't touch you. And lover, I can't comfort you. You hide it so well. It's the strangest thought to quell. And I love you so much it hurts to breathe. And my heart comforting. I go on and on and on, on and on and on. Jesus Christ, where have you gone? There's a spider on the wall here and it seems so significant. Jesus Christ, where have you gone? There's a spider on the wall here and it seems so significant. Jesus Christ, where have you gone? There's a spider on the wall here and it seems so significant. Jesus Christ, where have you gone? There's a spider on the wall here and it seems so significant. It seems we're blessed to be company by the feel of things, by the feel of things.
Thank you. Yeah, again, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it because it's quite early on in the evening, and some of you've come quite far, I know, so it's very nice of you. This is our newest song that we've just finished writing, and it's going on our album, which is also called the same name as the song, which will be called Atlas, which is quite nice, I think. Yeah. So that's an exclusive.
Your love is deep in the heart of me, but we're killing ourselves to break free. Without love, there's nothing for us to be. But I can't understand why your life has no plans here for me. Can't go on like this. Are you afraid to love? When you start a song, it's so good to be. When you start a song, it's so good to be. You're so good to me, together or apart. I tell you all the time, if I could start a change of heart, we're in love in our hearts, but it's not enough to call it. We're in love in our hearts, but it's not enough to call it. Love is deep in the heart of me, but we're killing ourselves to be free. Without love, there's nothing for us to be. But I can't understand why your life has no plans here so good to me, together or apart. I tell you all the time, if I could start a change of heart. We're in love in our heads, but it's not enough to call it. We're in love in our heads. It's not enough to call it. We're in love in our heads, but it's not enough to call it. We're in love in our heads, but it's not enough to fall in. We're in love in our heads, but it's not enough to call it. We're in love in our heads, but it's not enough to call it. Cheers.
Just want to ask you again about the acoustic and electronic differences. When you write as a band, do you write electronically, or have you ever tried writing acoustically?
It's about 50-50. Sometimes I'll write a song and bring it into the band, and we'll add all the other parts to it. So I'll write a song acoustically.
So do you come up with the original idea, or does everyone come up with different ideas and then you work on them together?
Yeah, like I said, it's about 50-50. Sometimes I'll come in with an idea, or sometimes we'll just sit in the rehearsal room and then we'll play, and we'll just go over different riffs and oodle different things and have different ideas, and then sometimes you come up with something you think, oh, that's great, we'll start a song with that, and then you move on from there. Sometimes that can take a very long time to get a cohesive song structure though, and sometimes it's easier to come in and just write a song on acoustic guitar.
Thank you very much. We're probably putting this on YouTube, so can I just blank it? Is it okay, to use your claps on YouTube? Is that all right? Thanks. There's not much I can do if you don't want that happening. I think we're doing a cover. Yeah, we're doing 2 Disney songs today, so that's always good. We'll do the Jungle Book one, King of the Swing. Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. Well, I reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man called, and stroll right into town. Be just like the other men, I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, did-it-do, I wanna be like you, and walk like you, talk like you, did-it-do. You see, it's true, I want to be like me. Can't let to be human too. I like your mannerisms will be a set of twins. No one will know where man comes and orangutan begins. And when I eat bananas, I won't peel them with my feet. 'Cause I'll become a man called, learn to meditate. Oh, did it do? I want to be like you. Walk like you, talk like you, did it too. You see, it's true, I want to be like me. fire so I can be like you. Give me the secret man cups, told me what to do. Now I'm done with angry fire so I can be like you. Oh, did it too? I wanna be like you and walk like you, talk like you. Did it too? You see it's true. I want to be like me. Can learn to be human too. Did it too? I wanna be like you and walk like you, talk like you. Did it too? You see it's true. And a name like me can learn to be human too.
That went all right. I think I got the verses the wrong way around.
No, I don't think
Any Jungle Book anoraks? Hey. Flex, I think. It's a song of ours and it's called Flex. And I think I start it.
enough's enough, you ask too much. Enough's enough, you ask too. That's the way we are in simple. That's the way we are in simple terms. Enough's enough, you ask too much. Enough's enough, you ask too. That's the way we are in simple. That's the way we are in simple terms. Spread out all our lives in your hands. We spread out all our lives in your hands. We spread out all our lives in your hands. You spread out. Flex a little, bend a little, break a little. Let's go find a place to work it out. Let's go find a place to work it. And we'll mess around, and we'll mess around, and we'll mess around, and we'll mess around. And then we'll go and find some place to work it out. And find some place to work it. And we'll ask around, and we'll ask around, and we'll ask around, and we'll ask around. And then we'll flex a little, bend a little, break a little, bend a little, till we are, till we are. Flex a little, bend a little, break a little, till we are, till we are. Hush your mouth, don't say another word. Hush your mouth, don't say another word. Hush your mouth, don't say another word. Hush your mouth, don't say another word.
Cheers, thank you. Oh, yes. No? No? We're keeping it quite short for you, so you're not here all night. You'd be falling asleep, it's quite dark and peaceful.
This is our oldest song that we play, and it's called Mi Amor. We usually end with this song, but we've got like a little bonus song. I already gave away what the song is, I think.
Under the stars that shine, when do the lights go out? Under the stars that shine, when do the lights go out? On, away she goes, sunning on a winter coat when the lights go out. And Solomon is dancing on, away she goes, sunning on a winter coat when the lights go out. And Solomon is dancing on. Someone called me Amor, and she came to my place to pick my back off the floor. And someday we'll leave everything, the people we are and the places we've been, to a life less my feet. Beneath the shadow of the poplar trees, someone called me Amor, and she came to my place to pick my back off the floor. And someday we'll leave everything, the people we are and the places we've been, to a life less less ordinary, a life less ordinary.
Cheers.
You say you've been writing. Have you got an album coming?
Yeah, we're, I'd say, 85% of the way there, 90% of the way there in terms of the writing for
And
it.
are you going to put that out yourself, or are you looking for a deal?
I think we're going to put it out ourselves. We're certainly going to be recording it ourselves. We've been saving up for a while, and we're in the process of finishing it, and then we'll start doing our sort of pre-production on it ourselves, and then we're thinking of a mid Wales recording studio for a week to get it down.
Okay, and so I'm chatting to you in February. What's in the pipeline for the next 2 or 3 months?
So yeah, there's quite a few gigs lined up, which is nice. We're sort of putting our toe in the water in a few different venues that we're prospectively looking at booking for an album tour later on in the year. Sometime coming up to summer, I expect, will be when we start to record the album and finish it then within the week.
Okay, so basically
And then
practice it on the road, get it ready, and then go
record
to the
it,
studio.
and then tour the
Well,
album.
hopefully you'll keep us posted on that, and
Yeah,
you'll be back
definitely
again
will.
later in the year. Have a great gig, David. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Do you want to swap instruments, Sam? So yeah, we've got two firsts. Mr. Jones is playing piano and Mr. Williams is singing. How good is this? Chris has just stayed the same.
I turned up on time.
Chris got here, so did I. That's what we do.
Everybody wants to be a cat. The cat's the only cat.
Oh no, let's stop for a second. What are you doing? £5 on Jones.
I'm a bit clumsy tonight. You fell off there, you broke me peg.
Do you mind if we take a rain check on that one? Right, we've got to build up the atmosphere again and be all mysterious.
We're normally a bit more professional than this.
No, this is. I think this is more professional than we've ever been. How nice are all the lamps that I stole out of my house? Like almost every single lamp out of my house.
Everybody wants to be a cat, 'cause a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Everybody's picking up on that feline beat, 'cause everything else is obsolete. Now a square with a horn can make you wish you weren't born every time he plays. And a square in the act, he can set music back to the caveman days. I've heard some corny birds who try to sing, but a cat's the only cat who knows how to swing. And we'll dig along a gig or stuff like that, 'cause everybody wants to be a cat. Now a square with a horn can make you wish you weren't born every time he plays. And a square in the act, he can set music back to the caveman days. Everybody wants to be a cat, 'cause a cat's the only cat knows where it's at. When playing jazz, you always has a welcome mat. 'Cause everybody wants to be everybody wants to be a cat. 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 Everybody wants to be. A cat.
Thank you very much. That's all, folks. We've finished. So thank you very much for coming again. That was good fun. This is nice in here. We should probably turn the lights on and stop pointing the cameras there now, 'cause it's really scary. I'm waiting for a voice. We'll stop.